Now, if there's one thing I've fallen in love with, and I mean hopelessly in love with, is a crimp cover. Isn't it just adorable? The fact that it looks like a bead and it's an adornment. Now, it's so easy to finish a necklace using the crimp cover because it looks like a bead at the end of it. You can see the simple necklace here. I'm using some pipes and some Swarovski crystals, some Swarovski elements. I have the pave beads here, and I have the bicones which I'm adding, to this. A very simple design. And there's a clasp here from Bead, and all I need to do is on this side I already have my crimp bead in place. I'm going to press this. I'm going to use my chain nose just to press it, because this time around this crimp cover is going to be banished from sight. And all I need to do is take my crimp cover, put it in position. Please remember to leave enough room for the crimp cover so that your necklace doesn't become too stiff. So I haven't done the other side yet, and all I'm trying to do is to get this in place so that it can cover the crimp bead properly. So once it's in place, we now close this, and it forms a nice little ball, like a little bead in place. I mean, I love it, love it, love it, love it. It actually looks very pretty. It looks like a very nice addition to your jewelry, but it's doing a very important job of hiding what lies behind it. So the way to do that is very simple. We take our crimp bead and pass it through. We have this clasp, which is from Bead, available at Crafties, of course, and then we double it back through the crimp bead. Okay, to be sure that it holds it. Now I'm just using 7-strand Bead flexible wire because it's fine. It doesn't require so much in terms of it doesn't need to be that fluid. So I prefer to double this through, let it go through there, just for added security. And then I have to be sure that I don't have any gaps in the necklace. I have to be sure that the whole thing is nice and fluid, not too stiff. And yet we don't really want anyone to see the tiger tail, or flexible wire as it's also called. And so we're going to push this right through and let it come out from the other end. And when it's come out of the other end, it should be possible for us to cut it here so that it doesn't show. I'm sure we all know that this mustn't touch the skin at all. It can be really deadly. It's very uncomfortable, that is. So again, haven't checked that we don't have any excess, not too much showing, but please remember we absolutely must have space for the crimp cover and the crimp bead. So when we have the crimp bead in place and we crush it, we have to gauge the size of our crimp cover. Now, I don't need anything as big as this, but I want to show you that if we're going to put something as big as this, then we must have the space to take it. Alright, so that will have to go in there, and then we crimp, just like we close it, just like we did with the other side. Please take a look again. It's important, absolutely important, to be very careful so that the whole necklace won't have to be redone. And if I hold it up this way, I can easily tell if there is any excess, and there is none. So right here, I can push this to the middle. It's better in the middle because the crimp cover is going to go on both ends. So if it's too close to the bead, I'll have a problem. If it's too close to the clasp, I'll have a problem. So I need to make sure that it's right in the middle, and then I can press. And there's enough room on either side for my crimp cover to sit. And so if it's going in there, we have that. And once it's in place, I'll move it a bit out, and that popped out. There we go, and then we just close this around the crimp bead. Now there is no need to use the crimper tool, because we actually need the crimp bead to be wide so that it can sit comfortably in there. We can come back here and cut off the excess tiger tail. As I'm going to cut as close as possible, ensuring that I don't cut the main thing. And having cut it, there, voila, our necklace is ready. And what's more, you can see the two different sizes I've used, and you can see that they both sit pretty in there, adding to the beauty of the necklace. I absolutely love crimp covers. Have fun using them.